running late. Listen, man, I went to sleep and woke up, found out I was a bot. And I just couldn't believe it. I thought I had went through all of the bot stuff and once again, I have to look at this foolishness. And tonight we're going to be able to cover it in a little bit of detail because we're going to be having a town hall meeting. Well, anyway, let's cut to the chase. I was wondering what was going on because last night I got a text from a very good friend. I'm pulling up the text right now, and I want to read the text to y'all before we even do the song. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to give people time to get in here. So let me make sure we streaming on all cylinders before I get into what I need to talk about today. We got everything uploaded, updated. Let's go on over to the dashboard, see what we streaming at. Okay, we are online on Facebook. We're online on YouTube. We're online on Periscope. We online. Let's make sure. I want to make sure, just in case, because I missed some chats yesterday because everything wasn't up and running. So I want to make sure everything is running before we go and get into it. So Dan Stepping in Columbus. Shouts out to you. Thank you for liking. We up. I'm going to pin this to the top. So this is going to take us a little bit more time to get inside. Okay. All right. So chat is up on YouTube. I want to welcome the YouTube family. I want to welcome the Spreaker family. I want to welcome the Facebook fam. You know what I'm saying? But to get the points and be in on one of the competitions, because it's two competitions. We're going to have one by text, and we're going to have one online, right? Maybe one or two. It depends. I got to talk to the team, see what they want to do, because I'm going to finance too. I'm going to see if the fam going to want to finance some other ones. But anyway, all right, so now, in order to qualify for the one online, you have to go to gnjmedia.live. You have to like, and subscribe to Gye-Nyame Journey Media on YouTube. This is why, because you get points when you are participating in that timeline, and we will be giving away some of the merch. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, maybe I'll give away one of these. I'm gonna see what I got up there. I'm give away one of these. I'm gonna give away one of the other because not everybody got the other Daily Toaster shirt. And I ain't think that shirt would look as good as it did, but I have people compliment me on that shirt. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that up as one of the prizes. All right, so let's see. We should be straight on Facebook now. There we go, pinned up to the top, just like I did. I know you're like, Brother Hatim, you're running late. I know. And today we are going to be at the main library, right? From 6 to 8 p.m. Better yet, let's just go straight. Let's go to the flyer. Damn. Go to the flyer, Brother Hatim. When all else fails, go to the flyer, brother. Go through the flyer. There we go. And this damn thing here. All right, well, hold on. Oh, God. All right. So Tuesday, December. It will not let me go to the flyer for nothing. All right, it's cool. Yeah, 6 to 8 over at the main library. Tuesday, I got to hold some push-ups. It's the day at 6 p.m. We're going to be over there. Morgan Harper, Mark Stevenson, going to be over at the library. So I want to make sure that y'all come out and support. Let's have a conversation. If you know some people that are in doubt and believe in this shit that's floating around, because I'm about to tell y'all about some of this shit that's floating around here. But before we get into all that, since I'm up and I'm able, I got to do 2 more things and we straight. We want to share on Goose Supper Challenge. We want to share on Folk Tales for Grown Folks. G&J Energy. I haven't figured out how to go and get rid of that yet, but we're gonna stream on Magic Hour. Done. What we gonna do Hot Tim this morning? What the hell? Because everybody need to hear this. We done. Let's save. Let's see. Hopefully it can stream. We cross-posting all the pages use this video in their post. All right, cool. So we're cross-streaming. So here we go. Let's get it popping. All right, Anime, you ready? But that was the wrong time, baby. But I got you. That's right. That's right, girl. Yup. Drink your water. Yep, I sent out the black signal. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take that deep breath. Now, grab your glass with some water. Get your picture of that water. Lift that picture of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now, move your body, drink some water. Stretch it, family, stretch your spine. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Ouch! Family, move your body. Drink. Oh! Should we say, move, then drink. Now, lift your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But to stay healthy, family, remember the 4 pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a kosher appropriate diet, but take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors, break down. My fault. Drink up. drink. Drink your water. Drink. Drink your water, family. Listen, it's time for us to toast the ancestors, but family, I got to get some shit up off my chest. Yes. Family, we got to stop the. Where is it at? Yes. Fuckery alert. Fuckery is on the move. It's coming very, very close to your home. Get in, close the windows. Do not touch the fuckery, for it is contagious. Fuckery alert. Family. So first things first. I should have known something was happening because, the black signal went up last night. I got a text from a brother that will text me every now and then. Very good friend of mine. Let me know when, especially when my name is attached to some fuckery. Or they believe my name is attached to some, you're like, look, bro, I need to check on you. That's basic. This was, so I know I got to call them. I'm like, oh shit. All right, cool. You got those type of relationships in your life, right? So, now, because a lot of people are not involved in the conversation in the way that I'm involved in the conversation. And I'm having this talk tonight. We're having this talk tonight at the main library. The brother had received something and he wanted to reach out to me. He said, ADOS, harmful and anti-black practices and policies. He cut and posted this. Now listen. 1, ADOS leaders have a history of working with right-wing media like Newsmax and the fake progressive organizations, Progressives for Immigration's Reform, that is supported by white supremacist John Tanton. All right, I'm going to go right through. 2, ADOS leaders want to split black representation on the 2020 census and make ADOS its own category, which would negatively impact representation of black communities, potentially decreasing access to funding and other resources available to black communities overall. 3, ADOS co-founder claimed to be outspoken advocate for cash payout reparations, but refused to support H.R. 40, commissioned to study and develop reparations proposals for African Americans Act, a bill sponsored by Rep. Sheila Jackson Lee, ADOS. Leadership. ADOS leadership initially supported the bill, but is now pushing for the bill to include their newly presented ADOS instead of African Americans. This is a frivolous excuse to move the... Now, and he started to say, hi, Tim. This was an email received today about a panel discussion on reparations about ADOS, and you're on the panel. That's a signal. This is what this says for those that don't understand brother talk. Nigga call me. It appears your name is attached to some fuckery, and I'm just calling to make sure that you are right. That's a black signal. You know what I'm saying? What's going on here, right? So now, then I wake up and all over the discussion, all over the YouTube discussion is an interview on Joy Reid's show. So at the same time, this email that my friend sent me, cut and sent to me, right, to ask me questions about. At the same time, on Joy Reid's show, and I think it happened maybe Sunday. I don't even watch that shit. She comes out with this woman called the Digital Sister who was on the show before, and start talking about ADOS and other anti-quote-unquote democratic anti-democratic organizations or whatever are bots. ADOS being top. Right? And the issues that these Russian bots, that they say are Russian bots, are talking about, number one, reparations. Number two, criminal justice. Wait, family. Now, I want to, and I have to be very clear about this, because I bleed. At least I used to bleed. Matter of fact, I just had a sore on my leg, and because I had a sore on my leg, and I know that I'm not a bot, and we doing this every day, and I'm praying that I'm not a bot. You understand what I'm saying? But let me just say this. Has anybody out there that's with this Russian bot shit ever thought to ask this question? If Russia was able to influence the 2016 election with bots, what in the fuck is America doing that the bots can influence any group of our people to such a level of dissatisfaction that we would do exactly what the bots are suggesting? Why would Russian bots be talking about reparations? I'm just saying, because this is the question. Are reparations owed? Then what America, by not covering and doing the things that they're supposed to do, what they are doing, they are exposing themselves, they're exposing their belly to their enemy. So you mean to tell me that the top two things that Russian bots right now are texting and tweeting about are reparations and criminal justice? Are these not two major things that affect our goddamn community? Then America, if you want to secure America, you need to do what the fuck you supposed to be doing in the first place. Now let's get to this dumbass email that's going around. Family, please, we need to start educating our family about this shit, because they're sending this shit to senior citizens and other motherfuckers that are not on the internet, and they're believing this shit. Now, far as let's crush the first two. ADOS leaders and ADOS leaders in 1 and 2. There are, on a national level, no ADOS leaders. We have point people. We have people that's disseminating information. But the agenda is leaders. Is the leader. Do you understand? The black agenda, reparations, us moving towards reparations, is the leader. So there is no leaders. You have individuals that do individual things that do not have to report to me about the individual shit that they do. Then on top of that, me myself, I belong to a goddamn tribe. I don't know what these motherfuckers is talking about. Hold on. ADOS leaders, number 2, want to split black representation on the 2020 census and make 80. And I do agree with that shit, because we do need to know how many American descendants of slavery are here. The exact number, and I'm telling you right now, is higher than, because a lot of us be dodging that census shit. But then also, we need to go on and be able to start distinguishing who is who. Now, it's an issue because we want to be identified for who we are. Right? Hold on. I want y'all to think about this shit. ADOS co-founders claim to be outspoken advocates for cash payout, reparations payout. And once again, family, I urge everybody to go to ADOS101.com. Stop talking until you read that about anything anything ADOS related. Check it out. Read it. Right? Read the platform for reparations, because it's deeper than just cash payouts. Cash is not going to fix it. It'll make it a little bit better for a while. But cash is not going to fix this alone. There's other things that have to be laid down. We're talking about transformative. We're talking about transform. Government has to be changed. And how things have been done in America has to be changed as well. But hey, all right. And, hold on, refuse to support the H.R. 40 Commission to study, develop reparation proposals. See, family, please, when people come at you with this, H.R. 40, that's been on the books for about 30 years. Since I graduated, the year I graduated from high school, this shit was added onto the books. And it wasn't added by Sheila Jackson Lee, by the way. I just want y'all to know that, right? She carried on something that was done before her. All right? Now, that had never made any traction, that had really not started getting votes, right? Now, young people like ADOS and other, well, I'm just going to leave it at ADOS because that's the one that really got me focused in on this reparations piece. And I'm saying all this to say, family, listen, there is a misinformation campaign. And then also let me tell you the other shit that I'm starting to hear. Do y'all remember Brother Hatim telling y'all, I'm saying, people say my name, right? They never talk about black people. They say people of color, minorities, oppressed groups. They won't say black. But guess what I started hearing this weekend? Black people. Yeah, black people. They're saying black people now. But I want you to be very careful. I want you to listen to how they say black people. So they be like, we're trying to do things for LGBTQ. We're trying to do things for Latinos, for Latino people. We're trying to do stuff for Hispanic people. We're trying to do stuff for black women and black people. We're trying to do stuff for poor white people. Did y'all just hear what I did? This is what they doing to us now, right? And we're not even catching it. Did you hear what I did? Let me do it again. We're going to address the LGBTQ issues. We're going to deal with the Latino issues. We're going to deal with the Hispanic issues. We're going to deal with Asian American issues because they're very important. We're going to deal with black women and black people issues. We're going to deal with poor white people issues. Did y'all hear? This is how they're addressing us now. And I want y'all to understand this. This is not just Republicans. This is Democratic. This is a Democratic disrespect. I want you to understand this. Listen. Listen, family. Listen. Let me say it again. We want to deal with the LGBTQ issues. We want to deal with the Latino issues. We want to deal with the Hispanic issues, just in case some of y'all sensitive about that. We want to deal with the Asian American issues because we're all one group. We're one family. We want to deal with the black women issues and black people issues. We want to deal with poor white people issues because we're all one America. What they're doing now is they're playing the sex card. Now, how they say we play the rest card, they're playing the sex card, right? They make every group single but ours. And they had the audacity to say that black men are hyper, what is it? We exude toxic masculinity. Y'all don't hear me. We exclude, toxic masculinity, but yet, out of all of the groups, our women are the only ones that could be singled out. But yet, we are practicing toxic masculinity. Y'all don't see the game being played here? Black woman versus black man. They got some. They got something special for you, black women. Y'all need to come out. Y'all need to vote for these Democrats, right? Y'all, we need to separate them. So they'll come into our community and they'll still do the same old strategy of divide and conquer. Now they doing it man against woman. And they only picking our community. They didn't say, we're going to do something for the LGBTQ female. We're going to do something for the Latino female. We're going to do something for the Hispanic female, black woman. No, your woman, our women, are the ones that they're calling out. I just want y'all to be clear on that. So we go through all this shit, and all of it is part of an overarching strategy. Because y'all don't, I want y'all to think about this. They say you shouldn't talk to people like me or listen to people like me now because I'm using key terms like reparations. I'm a bot. I'm throwing up right-wing talking points or some shit like that now, right? Because I have the audacity to say, America owes me. America owes my family. America owes your family. I have the audacity to say this. But now I have to be regulated to my conversation is bot-like. I want y'all to think about that. And like I said, so I got a lot of stuff in the city that I got to deal with, right? As far as Columbus, Ohio, because there's going to be some changes. There's going to be some major changes in Columbus, Ohio in the next couple of years, and I promise you that. Right? And I ain't got no time to be. It's just so sad. It's just so woefully sad that, you know what I'm saying, the Democrats have to come at us and do exactly what they accuse the Republicans of doing. Attacking our community. Stating that any of us that are talking about reparations and injustice that is done against us are bots, are entities that you do not need to listen to. Y'all don't find that troublesome? Y'all don't find you don't smell what the government is cooking? Come on, man. This is dumb shit. We've been through this. And so we need to be aware, and we need to be prepared, and we need to be talking because they sending these emails. You know how you got the elder in your family that open up the email and be like, you know what I'm saying? Some of the people that still read email, I'm like, some people don't, shit, if it ain't text message, this is why we send out the black signal. I was in the black signal out by no email. Shit, motherfuckers open that shit next week. Be like, damn, man. 12/17, I got this email on 12/10. I tell you, even though I do got a bunch of emails. But anyway, a bunch of emails on this account that we have to start using as a family every month. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. But family, I'm going to finish up this water. We're going to get this toast. We're going to get it. We're going to get up out of here. Look like I'll probably have to take Cleve to school today. I get ready. Give me a nice tie so that I can go and present tonight. Family, support the channel. Like and share. I'm among those who still read email. And for most of us, there's a 3-day delay before it's open because because our email boxes are being flooded by bullshit. Takes 3 days. I mean, really, it takes time to get through. There is a delay. You know what I'm saying? When you send out emails or you're doing an email campaign, you know there's a delay. Like, this is why I'm not really pressed about the, how can I put it? I'm not pressed about the, ooh, you just gave me an idea, Kwame. I got to think about how to do this. But that's why how can I put it? I'm not disappointed by the slow response to the e-course because I know that people will start the e-course at first because you go look for the email, but after day 2 and day 3, it's like, shit, well, hold on, I got other shit, all this other shit is coming in. I already know, so there's already a delay. You know what I'm saying? But you just gave me an idea, my friend. Just gave me an idea. Because he said there's a common 3-day delay. I think that's part of my equation. But hold on. Oh, I love that. All right. Oh, man. All right. Let's get it. We're going to do this toast real quick. I know some of y'all got to get out here and get to work. Oh, my fault. Great Kujichagulia to everybody. I want to thank you for standing in the congregation of the mighty, being in the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Of course, you know this is Daily Toast, and this is a Heart of Simple production. We strive to blow up your old paradigms. All right. First, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose, call it Creator, lift up our glass, and we salute that Creator, and we say, Ashe. From their family, we also raise up our glass for our list of our illustrious ancestors, and we thank them for laying the foundation upon which we are standing now. We toast them for standing strong in the tough times and not just giving up and surrendering and giving up our space and our time, for passing us the inheritance upon which we are standing and which we could pass on to our children with even more tangibles attached. With some tangibles attached. Let's just say that. So we're going to read off the list. Oh, that's one of the terms that they say the bots are using. Tangibles. How dare these bots ask for anything? These Negroes were totally satisfied for the Russians. See, it would be, how can I put it? It's sort of like they're saying, we're not intelligent enough to recognize we were in pain without the Russians sending bots in with these discussions. And by the way, bots can tweet and, how can I put it? They follow scripts, right? So you know, anybody that's been on the internet for any length of time, in most cases, you know when you're talking to a bot, right? Because their conversation is linear. You know what I'm saying? It's very linear, and in some cases it's even immediate. Like, damn, you wrote all that quick? Oh man, here we go with this shit. But you know, there was no issues. You know what I'm saying? We didn't need reparations as a people until the Russians pointed it out to us, huh? You know what I'm saying? We didn't have issues with justice, so, you know what I'm saying? We didn't have issues going on here without the Russians helping us recognize that shit, huh? This is what they're saying. come over here and just ruin our good Negroes. They were just living their life just totally, no one even, now they want this HR, they want us to actually do something. What can we do other than give away our goddamn money? Give me a break. All right, we call on our ancestors: Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert the Texan, Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Tilly, George, and William Walter, Chris Pendergast, and Eileen, Chris Finn, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pimenel, No More X, Pet Mont, Rob Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Coach Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ogeny, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofeld, Actor Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bell Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullian, the Luxter brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Grinderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Cameron Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Meldale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bert Beatty, Sarah Ware, Libby the Farmer, Agosto Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merrill B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Nada Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keisha Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Severn Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kendi, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Derrida Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Ward, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas Alula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frank Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Lee Monares, Gina Roop Jones, Janet Callahan, William Walter West, Angela Parrish, Elder Pasigi Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Elise Waters, Depretis Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scanterbury, Wilson Hadley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Print Up Jr., William Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Ethan Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billersley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaneko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Ray G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boyd Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McCates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housey Hashtag Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Lily Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manning Charlie Scott, Ada Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Frances Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath, Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alice Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erston Houston, Love Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Jim Butler, Remy Laura Newton, J.B. Froggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Maria Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easy, JaVale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broaders, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Cofer, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Andy Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. Whoa. I read them all. Wow. I'm into the zone. Damn. Okay. All right. We got Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Poor, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Hank Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Todd, Christina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Condon, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joey, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkins. What's that?
Ibuprofen.
For who?
Mommy.
Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, and Nathaniel Hassan Turner. Khaled is in transition. Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gantz, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominic Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambo, Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Monga III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Desandra Lynette Lewis, Anderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem Nkomo. That's foolishness. Good morning, Miss Navita. Elijah Juan Hakeem Nkomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, T-Lar Woods, Lennox Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Demar Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samanda Damon, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Johnson Sr., Drusilla Morrow, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Murrow. Man, all right. Lifting up our glass to all of our ancestors' family. I went to the zone because I thought I was on the first page. But anyway, we call on our ancestors that present. Man, on this day, I feel the energy. Y'all need to feel the energy. Open up your heart. Open up your mind. Be looking for the signals from your ancestors, family, because listen, we are moving in. I mean, we over 1,000 days continuous pouring, family. So there's blessings coming. You know what I'm saying? For nothing else but dedication. right? We're putting energy in. Energy is there. We got a reciprocity cycle going, family. So now we need to start asking for what we want. We need to start looking for the blessings. We need to start looking for the clues, the energies, you know what I'm saying, and start using them and guiding them on purpose so that we get what we want, you know what I'm saying, in this life. You know what I'm saying? Get what we need for our people, right? We raise our glass and we salute those ancestors. From there, family, we move to the present moment. And y'all know, we got to give those Kujichagulia babies a round of applause. Yeah. The hottest day of the week. The hottest day of the week. Man, oh man, listen to me. Now this is going out to all the Kujichagulia babies. Now, family, activate those reticular formation. I want you to find, not only do I want you to find where Kujichagulia is active in our community, right? Where it's alive and is moving around and you can see it. I want you to take a picture of it. But I also want you to start finding those individuals that are born on the day, right? So you can post them up on the Gye-Nyame Journey timeline. We need to start having pictures up of those that are Kujichagulia born, those are Ujima born. Those we need to start posting up the pictures. And by the way, y'all ain't let me know what y'all thought about the commercial. You know what I'm saying? We put out a commercial. You know, we had, of course, two Kujichagulia babies and one Kuumba baby. Right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What day was you born on? Right? Shouts out to all the Kujichagulia babies. But listen, family, I want you to take a picture of an event. I want you to find Kujichagulia, whether it's in the form of a person or as a form of actions that's going on in our community, because they're there. All we got to do is start training ourselves to find them. Train ourselves to see them. Not even find them because they're happening all the time. Snap. There we go. Right? Hashtag Kujichagulia. Hashtag Kujichagulia found. Hashtag Kujichagulia day. Hashtag on Kujichagulia day. You know what I'm saying? Post it up on Gye-Nyame Journey, family, because we got to start. We got to start getting these principles involved. We got to start recognizing not only out there in the world, but we got to start recognizing within ourselves. We got to start knowing who is Kujichagulia in our family, who is Ujima in our family, who is Umoja in our family, who is Imani in our family, because I had to look at Cleve and figure it out. She left it with the two Kujichagulia babies. Cynthia, I liked and shared, loved it. Thank you. What you mean? Kwame, you did a good job, man. You gonna be on some more commercials, man. All right, so you got you in it now. You should have never agreed to it. You in it now. Blood in, blood out, homie. Blood in, blood out. All right, so now, family, we raise our glass to this present moment, right? Because this moment is really all we got, and we got to use it to the maximum, right? And these principles allow us to do that. So we raise our glass to this moment, and in this moment, we recognize our pact with our past, and we recognize the promise to our future, and we raise up our glass, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, move to our future generations, and we say, well, we're going to toast our children, our children's children onto infinity, and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move on. The blooper was funny. Yeah, you've been crying about a blooper, real. One contact at a time for commercials. Bloopers was funny. One contract. No, bro, you signed that one contract you signed. You didn't read it, Carol. You didn't read it. You just signed it. Lifetime. Blood in, blood out, homie. All right, all right, here we go. But family, you maybe forgot where I am. We toast our children's children onto infinity, and we say Ashe. From there, family, I toast all of our relations, we say Ashe. From there, family, we toast this is their selfish toast. What is it that you need? We say Ashe. Last but not least, family, we raise up our glass. Raise up our glass to the most magnificent, most beautiful, most powerful individual in the room. And that's you out there that got the lines popping. Miss Cynthia, you better get on that YouTube because you need them points because we about to give away this. We about to give away this merch. Kwame, you knew that before you signed the contract, homie. You knew you couldn't read. I mean, we know you could read, but you couldn't. I'm just saying, blood in, blood out. I'm drinking up. So we raise it up and we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Am I driving you to school today, Clay?
Yeah.
Oh, this shit is smelling now fine. Lord have mercy. All right, let me go, family. I gotta get my son to school. Peace out. Y'all have a great day. I usually like to turn off. There we go.